Hi beauties, welcome to today's tutorial. We are going to be drafting this beautiful dress you are seeing on me right now. So welcome to Tickling Stitches. Let's start. Hi guys, we are going to working on this beautiful piece. Look at this is my piece. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and to my returning subscriber, thank you for always coming to check up on this video. I really love you so much. So we are going to be working on this beautiful lace. I have two and a half jars of this lace. So we are going to go ahead to fold the fabric into 4. So as you can see me doing here, I'm trying to fold my fabric into 4. So after folding, I make sure I align everything together. As you can see, I went ahead to align everything together to make it look firm on the table, so that to avoid being misplaced or being shake, you can as well pin yours down. So I'm going to go ahead right now to mark 3.5 inches for my neck width. As you can see, yours might be different from mine, so mark yours like so. Then I come down by 2.5 inches. Yours might be different also. We have different necklines, so I'm going to connect the two together. Right now I connected the two together, then I input my shoulder measurements, the remaining of my shoulder measurements there. As you can see that I've marked it there. Then after marking it, I went ahead to mark what will be like my sleeve here. So you can determine to input anything that you like here right now. You can determine to make it overflow, and you can determine to make it short. But because I have a little fabric here, so I want mine to be short. I don't want it to be extravagant. So I went ahead to go ahead and mark what I wanted for my that will stand like my sleeve. So after marking it right now, I try to mark it there, then come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. Then I connect from that place to my shoulder slope, from my neckline to my shoulder slope like so. So after connecting like so, as you can see, you to do the same thing as I'm doing here. So from that part, I came down by 25 inches. That 25 inches stop at my hip measurement. So I came down by 25 inches, as you can see me doing here. So I mark it like so from down my shoulder slope for the 1 inches that we took. So I'm going right now to divide my hips divided by 4. I will divide my hips into 4 plus 4.5 inches. You can decide to add anything you like. If you want yours to be big, but I don't want mine to be that extravagant big. So I had only 4.5 inches because it's a kaftan Bubu dress. So after marking like so, I came down to that place that we initially took that 25 inches. So I came to that place. That place stand as my hip measurements. So right now I'm going to go inside. I'll come from the center of the fabric and mark my hip divided by 2 there. I mark my hip, then I will add my allowance. Then I will mark all the way down, then connect from that place to that point. I'll come inside and connect like so. As you can see, I've connected the lines together. Right now I'm going to mark everything that we took from that place. I'm going to mark it round to the down part. As you can see, yours might be different. Do the same thing. Please follow everything that I'm doing here. Follow the way I'm doing my hand here right now. So I mark round all the way to the end part, the same measurement. I input the same measurement, then I try to connect all the lines together. As you can see the way I'm connecting the lines together. Then right now we are going to cut. We are going to cut like so. See the way I'm cutting. Then I'll come down and cut the shoulder measurement. I'm going to cut from the hem line to that place, to that 25 inches that will come inside from. So as you can see, then I cut my hand like so. So after cutting, this is what it will look like. Yours must be like this. Yours must be looking at that. So right now we are going to remove the front part, because the initial measurement that we took, it was 2.5 inches depth. So now we are going to go inside. I don't want to add zip to my own, so I want my neck to come down. I'm going to come down from my shoulder measurement again by 2.5 inches. By 2.5 inches. As you can see that I'm trying to align everything. So I mark 2.5 inches from there, then connect back to my shoulder measurements. Connect back to that my shoulder to the neckline. So I'm going to cut right now. So you to cut yours. You can determine to, it can be V, it can be round neck, it can be anything you feel you want it, but I want mine to be round. That's why I'm cutting like this. So after cutting right now, I'm going to grab a piece like so, as you can see me doing here. So I'm going to grab this piece and want to use it for the neckline. I don't want to use bias. That's why I'm using the same fabric. You can decide to use your bias, you can decide to hem your neckline, but mine, I want to sew it down. So I'm going to mark 1.5 inches. As you can see I mark 1.5 inches here. So after marking 1.5 inches, that's 1.5 inches. I'll cut now. So as you can see, I'll cut. After cutting, then you see what it remains. So I went ahead to cut 1.5 inches for this neckline. Oh, it's coming out so well. So after cutting, I'm going to place it like so, round and so round. Use it to turn the neckline. I do the same thing for the back. Then you will see what it looks like after doing this. I will do the same thing for the neck. That's the neck, that's the back. So I've done the same thing now. I've hemmed the part down. I've used it to turn my neckline. So now I'm going to carry the shoulder to shoulder. You are going to pick the front shoulder and the back shoulder, right side facing the right side. Then I'm going to pin like so. As you can see, you take your time to do this. I'm going to pin round like so. Ensure you take your time to align everything together right now and pin together. So I'm pinning. So after pinning, I will do the same thing for the other shoulder measurement. So I'm doing the same thing, shoulder to shoulder, right side facing the right side. So I'm done. So after doing this thing, I'm going to go ahead to my sewing machine and sew it down. Then you will see after sewing. So I've went ahead to sew it down right now. As you can see, I've sewed the two parts right now. Now you are going to grab that place that will go inside by 25 inches. Then you are going to align the two together, as you can see, then pin like so. You are going to pin all the way down from that place that will go in around that hip area. We are going to sew it down. So make sure you do yours like this. Make sure you follow the step by step of what I am doing here. So I try to pin everything down to make it align very well together. As you can see, I make sure I took my time to do this thing perfectly, as you can see. So as you can see that I'm pinning it perfectly right now. So I'm going to go to my sewing machine. Then I will sew from that edge down to my end parts. Then show you. I'll do the same thing for the other side. So So I've done it right now. This is what it looks like after sewing it down. Then I went ahead to notch that part. So I did the same thing for the other side. I notched the part. I notched it from that edge. I notched that part, as you can see. Then I made sure from my sleeve, what looks like my sleeve, I make sure I hem it down. Now we are going to turn it over and see what it look like. So after turning it over, you will see I went ahead to arrange everything so that I will make sure to know where to pick my shapings from. As you can see, you to go ahead and do yours like so. So that is it. Make sure you go to your sewing machine and hem your sleeve round, hem it down. You can do it the way you like. You can decide to lock it with a locking machine. So this is it. Look at how beautiful the cloth is looking. So nice and so neat. So make sure you do yours like this. Make sure you do yours like this. I'm trying to arrange everything together. So after arranging everything together, I'm going to come from the top of my dress. I'm going to mark 10 inches that will serve as my sleeve opening. From that point, I will mark 10 inches that will serve as my sleeve opening. Then I'm going to go to the other part. From that place, I will sew down. So after sewing down, this is what it looks like. I've went ahead to sew it down. Then I did the same thing for the other side. Look at what it's looking like. It's looking so perfect. If you have watched this tutorial to this present moment, please kindly subscribe to my channel, share and like, and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.